Oh, let's see. Just another day on the blogosphere. Kind of gotta see what's going on with the movie news. All right, let's see what's going on. Looks like there's gonna be an AT-AT in Star Wars Episode 7. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Wait, what? What? Live action Dumbo? What? I mean, Maleficent kind of made sense in a way, and I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do with the Jungle Book, but live action... BlueDragonFive, Monkey, get in here.
Whoa, what is it?
What? Live action...
What?
Live action Dumbo. I'll repeat that. Live action Dumbo.
Good one. Good one. That is...
No, monkey.
Oh my god.
He doesn't believe us, BlueDragonFive.
Dumbo.
Monkey, it's real. It's actually happening. Live action Dumbo.
Your seriousness.
I'm
selling this so well.
Monkey, I don't think he's kidding.
The trailer, like Dumbo. Maybe it'll be directed by Michael Bay or something.
Monkey, no.
Monkey.
This is a thing that's actually happening.
Monkey, I don't think he's kidding.
No, I'm not.
Have you been seeing pink elephants on parade lately?
No, I've just been seeing terrible movie news. Okay, guys, you know what? We shouldn't judge this too harshly before we've seen any footage or anything.
Who are we kidding, Tiki? There's no reason to live anymore.
Well, I mean,
action.
Alice in Wonderland. That was it.
It was terrible.
But it had its moments, and Maleficent. I haven't seen it yet, but Monkey, you thought it was okay, right?
I didn't really think it was a good film, but I saw where the potential was, so it was better than I expected.
Okay, so...
I don't know how much that's really saying in its defense, but it's something.
Let me just scroll down. Let's just see if we can get any more info on this movie. Okay, so let's see. Live action Dumbo. Oh, God. Written by Aaron Kruger. Oh, God.
Does he know Freddy?
Oh, no. Guys, the last writing credit this guy has is frickin' the last Transformers movie. Oh, God. Okay. Well, maybe he was just doing it for a paycheck. We don't know. Maybe he's got some hidden gems in his resume. So you know what? Let me just pull up his IMDb just to be safe. Let's see what he's done. Okay, let's see. Aaron Kruger. Okay. Transformers Age of Extinction. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Oh, God. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
I sense a pattern.
Oh, no. Oh, not that. Oh, God, anything but that.
What is it? What is it?
Oh.
What, Beneath the Mississippi?
Blood and chocolate. Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
The Brothers Grimm. Oh, God, another thing that had potential that just got shat all over.
That was very bad.
Skeleton. Oh, God, The Ring 2. Scream 3. Reindeer Games. Oh, this is painful.
You were saying?
Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And BlueDragonFive.
And Monkey.
And that was the most elongated intro we've ever had. Oh my God, I think we pulled that off rather well. Oh, tonight we're doing a mini talkie Mr. Banks.
Yay!
Yeah!
Or considering the circumstances, oh crap.
Oh no. Oh, what is going on? What is happening?
Maybe April 1st will roll around and it'll all be a hoax.
That'd be great. That'd be great if, like, for an April Fool's gag one year, like, a studio, like, they release, like, an intentionally, like, incredibly shitty movie. And they're just like, nah, that's not happening. April Fools.
So this is something I joked about in my Maleficent review on my channel. Like, so you get to the theater, like, the previews are over, the movie starts, Never Gonna Give You Up starts playing. And then when it's over, like, yeah, that's it. Show your ticket at the box office to redeem your refund.
Oh my god. What if one April Fool's... Oh, wouldn't it be brilliant if one April Fool's... I could totally see them doing, like, an elaborate, like, YouTube video about this. Like, what if one April Fool's Day, a movie theater just specifically had Rickrolls all day? Just all day Rickrolls. And they had, like, cameras in there to record reactions and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But, anyways, we're kind of going off topic. Live-action Dumbo, gentlemen. Is there any hope that this is going to be good? Any hope at all? I'll take that as a no.
I don't know. I guess a part of me wants to hope there's at least a sliver of a chance. But I said Maleficent had potential. I saw the potential in Maleficent. I didn't say they lived up to it.
I assume neither of you have been subjected to Blood and Chocolate.
No.
No, I just know what you told me earlier.
Yeah, Blood and Chocolate. This was back when I was reviewing movies for my personal kind of blog/website. And I was kind of in a craze. I was literally like in that sort of stage where I was reviewing literally everything that came out. I saw Firehouse Dog.
Oh, how was it?
Not as bad as Blood and Chocolate.
You know, it just sounds like a very unpleasant combination, Blood and Chocolate.
It is. It's a shitty werewolf movie. The acting is terrible. The dialogue's... I've seen a lot of movies. I'm a fan of bad movies. But Blood and Chocolate is just the single worst in a bad way. Not in a room-style way.
Mm-hmm.
Single worst... Get Tommy Wiseau in frame there. Single worst movie I have ever seen. It holds that distinction. It is so bad. And
Ludo sad.
Okay, so Roundtable, what do you guys think of Dumbo? Is it you guys all love it, right?
Oh yeah, I love Dumbo. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen it that much, but yes, it's a good one.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of depressing, but a good one.
It is my favorite animated Disney movie. So,
it's up there for me. It's really up there.
So, the fact that my all-time favorite Disney movie is being remade, and the man writing it is the guy who literally wrote the worst movie I've ever seen. That's just like, no.
Gentlemen, if I may I recount just the basic story of Dumbo, just to kind of outline why this is a terrible idea?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so let's just, for those unfamiliar, Dumbo, okay, so you have a baby elephant is born. Mind you, baby elephant, very little humans in this story, aside from just our clowns, our ringmaster, and our mean children.
Yes.
Okay, so pretty much animal-based film overall, and anamorphic train, if you will. Almost anamorphic.
What are they? Is it going to be like the only thing that maybe if they like actually use real elephants, which is incredibly doubtful. You know what
real
I mean?
Elephants.
Like
really?
Well, I mean, like if they actually like use like physical elephants and combine them with CG.
Yeah.
Joe, allow me just to rephrase that. So it's a baby elephant is born with giant ears, and by the third act, with the help of some magical crows and the circus
The crows
mouse.
were magical. They were just racist.
I know, I'm kidding. Point is, with the help of some friendly ethnic crows, and
How
the
are they going
mouse.
to pull this off in the remake, by the way? Like, what are they going to... Like, they obviously are going to have to, like, completely go around those crows.
Well, they'll be named Skids and Mudflap.
Oh,
Point is, with the help of some friendly ethnic crows and a mouse with a sense of circus flair and style, learns to fly. An elephant, mind you, learns to fly, and you're proposing these elephants be live action.
I said live action combined with CG.
But still, just see a movie based around elephants doing all that.
Operation Dumbo Drop.
For some reason,
but still,
Giamatti as Timothy comes to mind.
Wait, who?
Paul
Paul
Giamatti.
Giamatti.
Oh my fucking lord, that'd be amazing.
That does sound good, actually.
Okay, then that can't be in it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm just going to outline the worst voice casting for Dumbo. We should probably address like the most horrible thing in the world would be if Dumbo could speak.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
TV show where
we're talking.
he spoke.
Oh God, was there?
Yeah, like some children's TV show, and I'm pretty sure Dumbo spoke. I don't know how good the show was, if at all, but...
Oh, man.
I'll tell you who the worst voice actor for Dumbo could be, if he did speak. The worst actor, and this is something, well, I think Disney would be smart enough not to do this, but still, they're making this movie in the first place, which is... Or at least they're talking about making this movie in the first place, so it was really dumb decisions all around.
They've got a writer. We know we've got a fucking writer.
Let's just worst case scenario here, gentlemen.
Okay.
So we need someone who sounds youthful because Dumbo's a kid, right?
Where are you going with this?
I'm going in a very dark place here. So I'm saying, we need someone who maybe necessarily isn't a child because we don't want to have to wrangle a kid around. So that's the way movies were made, Monsters Inc. But no, what we want to do, we want to get someone who's going to bring the kids in the audience. Just put the name on the marquee, bring everyone in, and we can't use Zac Efron. That was done with the Lorax. You know what we're going to do though instead? We're going to bring the biggest name, the most controversial name. It's like the Charlie Sheen of the youthful generation.
Oh no.
Justin Bieber.
I think that would be just bad PR for Disney all around. But then again, this whole project is bad PR for Disney.
That's an outrageous worst case scenario. I think Disney would be smart enough not to do
For some reason, artistically, I could think of worse, like, I don't know, someone with a deep, gravelly voice or something.
Liam Neeson as Dumbo. That would actually be
Danny
awesome,
DeVito is... Danny DeVito is Dumbo.
Gilbert Gottfried is Dumbo.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Hey, I'm just going around here. What's with all these circus clowns?
Peter Weller as
Timothy. Here?
Peter Weller as Timothy.
Okay.
Harvey Firestein as Mrs. Dumbo. No, Harvey Firestein as the matriarch.
Okay, I actually have a casting idea for the matriarch.
Okay.
What do you think of Amelia Stoughton?
Remind me.
She would actually be really good casting, so we can't go that route.
Yeah, BlueDragonFive. She's Umbridge from Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix.
Hmm.
And she was in Maleficent and Alice.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah, like Alice, she's the flower, and Maleficent, she's one of the fairies.
Oh, okay. So there's oh god,
like not Flora.
So there's actually potential for her to be cast then, because Disney's worked with her in these live-action things.
Here's a bad casting choice. Eddie Murphy as our lead crow.
I could actually see Eddie Murphy as Timothy.
Okay. Oh god. Well, oh, by the way, whatever happened with Hong Kong Phooey? They were making that, and he was doing the voice, and they animated that. It made me cry.
And they were also going to do a politically correct version of Speedy Gonzales with George Lopez.
No.
George Lopez is the ringmaster? or Timothy?
Tommy Wiseau is the ringmaster.
Let's just face it, there's only one person who could actually sell us on this movie if they were cast in the lead role. If Dumbo had a speaking voice, the only reason we would see this is because of this guy.
No. There is absolutely not a voice actor in the world.
I know who. I know who. Bryan Cranston.
No, that'd just be ridiculous.
But you know he could pull off
Bryan Cranston going for a paycheck. I'd lose respect for Bryan Cranston. I would not think that was cool.
Like, Bryan Cranston would make you believe that an elephant can fly, to quote Superman.
In all seriousness, maybe...
Timothy, there's pink elephants everywhere! What do you put in the map?
What was that? But in all seriousness, for Dumbo, maybe like Frank Welker or D. Bradley Baker. No, because they do creature noises.
True, yeah.
But then again, if we're not going the good route, let's see. What's there?
Folks, if you haven't picked
Christopher
up on
Walken
this,
as
is
Dumbo.
This is basically like we were literally just like, let's just get on air and trash this thing for a half hour or so.
Maybe we should be a little more saying exactly why this is a bad idea. You have a classic story, like Dumbo, a story that pretty much
The
is
original
almost...
Dumbo's literally an hour long. It's one of the shortest theatrical movies ever.
Yes. It was made during times of duress at Disney.
It doesn't need to be a minute longer. It's perfect as is. That's why it's my favorite Disney movie, because it is so compact and it gets so many points across so well in so little time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing about it was also made at a time of duress at the studio because they were going on strike and things, and it was like right before the war, I think, or at least...
Right. No, it was during the war, actually.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, Pearl Harbor is what got taken off the cover of that Time magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
Right.
But it was a big hit for Disney, actually, because oddly enough, Pinocchio and Fantasia had come out. I believe they were also in development with Bambi, which also turned out to be a flop, as well as Pinocchio and Fantasia. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that, a lot of the classic Disney movies were flops to begin with. That's kind of something that you forget about.
Yeah.
But, but Dumbo was the thing that really sort of... It was a small little tale, it was literally like it was based on a storybook that was about 8 pages long, I think. And it was really popular. It was essentially, it was a short that got expanded into an hour.
Yeah, it's your simple story. Okay, kid gets ridiculed for his deformity and/or thing makes him different, comes to terms with it, finds out a way to utilize it, and kind of he comes to grips with what his gift is, and he embraces it, and it turns out well for him in the end.
Mm-hmm. I can't get it. Like, okay, let me ask you this, guys. How are we going to turn this into a war movie? Because that's obviously Disney's fetish with these live-action remakes, is turning them into war movies. So how are we going to have the big epic CG battle scene with this?
Well, to be honest, I think you're going to go
on strike.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
I was thinking more do the right thing with the crows, but yeah, that actually sounds better.
Just like a big, just clowns from all over, just a big
the animal or all the animals rebel against the clowns. The ringmaster.
Well, actually, I guess our big battle scene...
And the pink elephants join in. Like, the pink elephants turn out to be real. That's how we'll get the CGI monsters.
Well, actually, obviously our big visual spectacle would be pink elephants, which could be done good. To say one positive thing about this, well, it could always be nice to see another version of pink elephants.
But in live action, though, I mean, the charm of pink elephants is how abstract the animation is. How the hell are you going to reproduce...
Well, they could do that. They could do that in CG. Be a CG version of pink elephants, which could
obviously it'd be CG, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Would
this movie be in 3D?
Monkey, what kind of question is that? Of course it's going to be in 3D. Seriously?
Yeah.
It's a movie with a flying elephant.
Releasing a live-action movie not in 3D? When is the last time they did that?
Was he's going to be flying out?
Wasn't that one about the slum? Never mind.
Well, okay, I mean technically something like Saving Mr. Banks was in 3D, but I'm talking like big
Mr.
Disney.
Banks.
Yeah, Mr. Banks will be falling off stage right into the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, what's one I could do?
Anyway, so so you have visual spectacle there, but I mean, yeah, you have the whole clown sequence. That'd be kind of your CG battle, presumably, and also when they can make the whole elephants versus humans thing when the elephants are attacking the kids.
Oh God! Oh my!
They can make that into a huge battle. They might throw in a train chase, actually, like a whole Dumbo's got
that's true. Oh God! They've got a train. Oh no!
There might be a train chase. Might be like Lone Ranger. Who knows?
And Casey Jr. is conflicted on whose side to fight for.
Dumbo might be the bridge between two worlds. Dumbo might be taken in by the crows and raised by them, and then he's conflicted with which side to return to. And it will actually be like Do the Right Thing. Who knows?
Taken in by the crows and raised by them. That maybe it's just me, but that almost sounds like it's mirroring Aurora. Like being
oh God!
washed over by by
no.
Maleficent.
Oh,
Oh god. I
What
have
is
to. And of course,
HBO?
because of this whole train chase scene, they'll obviously redo the Casey Jr. ride at Disneyland.
oh, don't touch that.
Sorry.
You guys don't. I love the Casey Jr. train. I like.
Oh yeah, of course, it's great. It's a classic.
It's one of the most underrated things at Disneyland, in my opinion. I could do a whole episode about that.
What they're probably going to do, they're probably going to do a Dumbo flying ride. It's going to be more like that would be like a virtual flying. They'll probably film it in the movie like you're actually in the POV of Timothy the Mouse and you're flying.
Oh god! Oh
no. Disney. It'll be kind of like a World War II plane chase, if you will.
A temporary overlay on Soren.
Break out the erector set.
But anyway, so I guess you should mention
there needs to be a preview in the Muppet Theater.
I'm sure it will be. Should
we mention another bullet that Dumbo dodged in the past?
What?
I guess we can get into it just a little bit.
Okay, so actually, again, this is another reason you don't make a sequel or another interpretation of Dumbo, particularly a live-action one.
This is literally the one Disney sequel that was so bad they decided not to make it.
Oh yeah. They were gearing up for it, though. Thankfully, our hero, John Lasseter, put a stop to it.
In Lasseter we trust.
Yes. That's fact.
Oh, God.
So, Tiki, take us through what our original premise was. So we had like a little trailer on one of the Dumbo DVD releases of like coming soon or like in development.
Remember the first time you saw an elephant fly? The magic of family.
Reel it back, Tiki. Reel it back.
And so basically, like, okay, first of all, there's like a 2-minute little sneak peek about this thing that was on a release of Dumbo on DVD that I distinctly remember renting, and okay, so first of all, I just can't get over this. I literally can't get over this. It's like literally in the first 30 seconds, it's like they show these interviews where it's like, oh yeah, the original book was like a tiny little children's book. It was like 8 pages long, and we made a movie out of it. I'm like, you're literally telling the audience how limited your source material is while trying to sell them on a sequel. But anyway, so, oh god, the people that are making, they're just like, oh, we've got this great idea, it's like Dumbo's at the circus, so he needs to have a bunch of friends, and they all have special relationships with Dumbo. Oh god. So there's a Chip and Dale, like, kind of group of chipmunks, and there's hey, Jesus Christ. There's an ostrich. I think there's a bear in there. Oh, man.
This is not a search for
There's like a finding out of who Dumbo's father was.
Which is the most, like, who was asking for that?
Which, by the way, his name, Mr. Jumbo.
Oh, God.
Because he shares his son's name too, by the way, his son's original name, and that's why she was going to. They thought it out, you see. They were going to call him. She was going to call him Jumbo, and thought of her long lost husband. But in fact,
pardon my dirty.
Those mean elephant ladies, they took away the opportunity to name him Jumbo and named him Dumbo instead. So. Big opportunity there. Okay, point is, dodge the bullet with the Dumbo sequel, which just goes to show you don't need to expand upon or redo the original Dumbo story. It's perfect. It's fine.
It is the most perfect Disney movie.
It's a tale of triumph.
Yeah, looking at these other live-action ones that are in the plans, I can see some justification. Maybe.
I'm actually excited about the Jon Favreau Jungle Book. I legitimately am excited about that. I think Jon Favreau is a perfect fit. I think he's got the style and tone. What do you think? What do you think, BlueDragonFive, the Iron Man director for Jungle Book?
Well, I haven't heard anything about the production. I know Jon Favreau is good at the stuff. He did Cinderella, so that should give you an idea what he could do visually with that sort of thing, at least initially.
What about Cinderella, if I may interrupt?
Cinderella's just been remade so many times. It's one of those things where it's just inevitably going to be remade like every decade or so. So it's
I think I've already told you about my horror movie joke with the trailer.
Oh. One quick thing to bring up about the Jungle Book really quick. I actually love the vocal talents they're getting together because Ben Kingsley is going to be Bagheera, and I love this. I love this casting choice. Idris Elba is going to be Shere Khan. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I think that's going to work really well. I'm excited. But anyway, I'm sorry, Monkey. Cinderella horror movie?
Yeah, horror movie, yeah.
Yeah, you were saying?
I don't think we want to see Cinderella walk in the streets. I don't think we want to see that.
Well, here's what my joke was when I saw the trailer. So you have that trailer is like circling around the slipper, and then the butterfly, rests on the slipper, and it turns to glass, like it becomes one with the slipper. It totally sounds like a premise for a horror movie, doesn't it? Like touch the slipper and you turn to glass, you become one with the slipper.
I know it could be an awesome premise to a Cinderella sequel. I know they've done Cinderella sequels, but
they've done multiple sequels.
I know that, but like, what if I'm saying at least a cool trailer for one, at least catch your eye. It'd be like, you see the slipper on display somewhere, or you see the slipper and says, "Remember this," and then you just see it. The whole trailer it's like a teaser trailer. It's built around it falling. It falls down at great length, and then it shatters. This is next.
Nice.
Wouldn't that catch your eye at least? Saying, "Oh man, what's this? What's gonna happen here?"
Yeah, I admit
the fairy tale's over.
But yeah, like I said, frickin' it's just Cinderella's just redundant as hell. It's like a Christmas Carol. It's just gonna there's just gonna be endless interpretations of it.
But imagine the studio. Let's imagine the studio head's mindsets behind this Dumbo thing.
Have you seen the video of it's this video where it's supposed to be like when Maleficent got pitched?
No.
No, what happened there?
It's I'm not sure how to describe. It's like some of the heads meeting and talking about basically coming up with the idea for the movie. It's like all satirical.
Well, what do you think? What do you think went through their minds to think of Dumbo of all films? Why now?
I mean Dumbo is like one of the big fan favorites. It's one of the most critically acclaimed.
But wouldn't they think that, oh man, the fans won't like this?
What's this line in the article I have, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Disney believes that because of the current state of CG technology, live-action movies featuring a soaring pachyderm, or any animal for that matter, are viable.
I'm sorry,
in the article I have ads, go on.
There are literally films called Rio I want to direct people to. film called Rio and a Rio 2 about all the animal cast, pretty much. Jesse Eisenberg, Anne Hathaway.
Let's do that in live action now. Screw it. Hollywood's sequel based enough. Let's just do Shrek in live action. Actually, I think that'd be kind of cool.
So just to be clear, now they're saying
count or never mind.
That's what I'm saying. It would be kind of cool. It'd be like
we'll pull a Beauty and the Beast and adapt the musical to live action.
Is that what they're doing with Beauty and the Beast?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. They're adapting the musical to live action.
I think Guillermo del Toro was attached to Beauty and the Beast at one time, but now he's not.
But yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, I actually think, is one that could work in live action because you've only got one CG character, and of course you've got multiple CG characters with you.
That could be really freaky if they decide to go the stage route of the objects are people who are slowly turning into objects.
God. Oh, that's a horror movie right there.
Yeah. And they mentioned in the story, people have already just turned into inanimate objects, like a doormat or a vanity or a brick wall.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I think the one cool thing about doing a live action Beauty and the Beast is that they can actually take they could potentially take some visual reference points from the original very gothic Beauty and the Beast. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Black and white, 20.
You mean that French one?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
The beast who looks like the Cowardly Lion, right?
It was the times. There's what I really like about that movie is like it's got such gothic architecture. Like it's actually the inspiration for Rolly Trump's Museum of the Weird. So yeah.
Because
Anyway,
back to the elephant. Back to the elephant.
Yeah.
The point,
So,
one is, think about this going through their minds. Okay, they got success with Maleficent, apparently, and they think, okay, what else can we adapt?
I was so hoping that movie was going to fail. I was so rooting for that movie to fail, and it didn't.
just something I'd like to bring up before we go back into the adaptation game. So the article I have says, like, Disney's new Dumbo will offer a new take, adding a unique family story that parallels Dumbo's story.
What?
Oh, gee.
What does
God.
that mean?
It means
Oh, no.
that they're gonna. It means that they're gonna
no.
Michael Bay it up and add freaking human characters as the main.
Oh, you're gonna have a kid who's a single mother with a kid, and it's gonna.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a single mother with a kid who bonds with Dumbo, and he has to. Oh, it's gonna be two step. No.
When the article mentions, like, suggests having some new people around will also eat up any screen time that might otherwise be devoted to Jive talking crows.
Oh, they're taking them.
They're taking them out.
How do you take out the crows?
Just rework
Replace them with pigeons? I don't know.
Oh god.
Ugh,
Just rework them.
Something.
what is happening?
You have crows and you have a crow in Maleficent. Why can't they just do that? Why can't they just have crows but just not make them stereotypes?
The crow in Maleficent
so
wasn't a
hard
stereotype to begin with.
Gentlemen, if I may,
Yeah.
you may recount the important third act of Dumbo.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
elephant runs into the crows. Am I correct? Runs into the crows.
Yeah.
No, technically he's up in the tree. Like somehow he got up in the tree during the drunken
happens.
rampage that happens during Big Elephant.
Right. One is he meets the crows.
Oh.
Dumbo meets the crows. You know, they eventually bond after Timothy basically spills the sob story about Dumbo. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point is, the crows, they take Dumbo under their proverbial wings, and by doing so, they give Dumbo they play some mind game psychology with him, basically saying you can fly with this little crow feather, and that brings us to our ultimate third act of Dumbo learning he doesn't need that thing to fly, and he's had the power all along. How can we do that without a feather? How can we do that without the crows?
Bring in the ostrich character from the sequel that they were going to do. That's how. Pull from some inspiration.
They pick up some plane ticket that was lying around. A magic plane ticket.
Oh god. Oh god.
This is that.
All we
That's.
can do is just laugh at it. That's all we can do is just laugh. All
It just
we can
makes
do
me-
is just point. Is just literally just point and laugh.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard. But I gotta say though,
The shit has hit the elephant.
You know what I was actually hoping that Disney, like, my dream interpret, like, I get Disney's desire to do all these movies and live, I get it, but personally, I would love to see a Kingdom Hearts cinematic universe where you've got all the Disney worlds connected. Like, it wouldn't be like in Kingdom Hearts where they're all different planets. It'd literally be like one world, but with all the different, like, iconic Disney geography and everything.
well, that would make sense. What they're doing with these things nowadays, like Disney Infinity and so forth.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, so just do, like, a Kingdom Hearts series, and then from there, because you have all the Disney characters, from there do individual remakes.
That would be good. What you could do is you kind of play it almost like the Lego movie, and that you're in this really big immersive world, or like a
Exactly.
Wreck-It Ralph
Yeah.
type thing. So you're in like this big immersive world, and you have all these characters. You introduce your kingdom. Again, I know absolutely nothing about Kingdom Hearts, so no one lynch me. So you have your main Kingdom Hearts guy come in there, and he's in place of a regular human character. He's coming in there.
Exactly,
And,
right.
And he's basically going on this adventure, and with the adventure, he runs in. Basically, it's like Roger Rabbit mixing it with kind of your Wreck-It Ralph and your Lego movies, and there's an adventure right there. It's a much better idea, Tiki. You're right.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you though, this makes me sad because think about it, Tiki. we get a live-action Dumbo, which is going to probably look like Babe or something.
Oh.
In terms of like the talking elephants, because we have to have some talk.
That'll do.
Honestly, if it looked like Babe, that would be a compliment. I honestly think they're gonna go for like a more abstract design than that. I don't think they're gonna try.
Well, I mean,
and make it look realistic.
Maybe not Babe. I don't know. I'm saying like I've seen these movies, but the talking animals always looks lazily done, like kind of like the Zookeeper movie.
Oh.
Stuff like that. You know, where
God.
I'm saying stuff that is a talking
CGI
elephant.
Fridays running gag. Oh god.
However, I'll admit I liked that.
I enjoyed the movie. Just saying.
I liked the.
I
the
never saw it,
portions.
so fair enough.
I only liked the portions with Kevin James and Nick Nolte Grill. Those are my favorite parts. Otherwise, I don't mind. And I like the TGIF Fridays gag. It's kind of funny.
For some reason, like I think it worked better in the movie than in the trailers.
Yes. I mean, I just like the idea that Kevin James he buddies up with this guy. It's a nice little spark those two have.
Follow 30 oranges.
That's nice. You get the 30. I don't know. I like that relationship. The point is, I'm saying like the math animation might be like that, which is good. Like, if they use live action and CG, it's not gonna.
Or like I know that Charlotte's Web movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I guess that's what I'm thinking of in
8
place
years
of
ago.
Babe.
Huh.
Oh god, that makes me feel fucking
But still,
old.
think about this.
God. Oh no. Oh god, that movie came out almost I am old. I am old.
Okay, think about the horrible implications of this movie being made, okay? A movie that is like you have to do an animation. Again, half the reason you do animation is to do the things you can't do in live action. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
So,
But I would
So maybe
argue with you that now, with how far CG's come, it pretty much almost renders that concept of animation almost useless. Because CG, I think with animation, what's appealing about animation now is that you can do abstract things that just wouldn't look right in live action. You know what I mean? It's very stylized. It's all about style now.
Yeah, and of course,
think
like
about this.
hell, even different kinds of animation, like traditional CG, stop motion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if they're just doing that now in live action? What if the next step is that they take another classic? Well, it's more of a modern. I shouldn't say classic. More like another beloved film that really it's wonderful in animation. If they took Lilo and Stitch and did in live action. I'm saying we saw like such great character dynamics with our animated characters between Nani and Lilo, and we don't want it's gonna pale in comparison in live action.
To be honest with you, that'd actually be one that I wouldn't like it because I have such an emotional attachment to that movie. But it's better than this because at least the main characters are human for the most part, and Stitch would make sense as a CG character.
Robin Hood in live action.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, what in live action?
Oh, that would just be. Oh, that
Robin
would just
Hood.
I'm sorry,
We'll make like special suits with animatronic heads or whatever, or CG animatronic heads.
It'd be. All I can say about that is that that'd just be like Christmas for furries.
Anyway, point is, it's kind of the other implications being okay. They're taking this classic, and I think the idea, at least at some point, at least always the justifiable thing they always say in the behind the scenes trailers, or that they're trying to
for a new generation.
Yes, they're trying to give a story for a new generation.
Show the kids the actual fucking original movie.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Tiki. That's a horrible idea just to make a live action remake.
That is the remake. It's like you already have this classic film right here.
Like it pains me.
Right there.
It saddens me that when Alice in Wonderland came out, I was like, people. When you said Alice in Wonderland, that was the first thing that jumped to your mind. The original Disney version, am I right?
Oh, of course.
Exactly, but now I have to, people bring that up, and I have to clarify which one I'm talking about. That's so sad to me.
Come on, I'm gonna plug in my laptop just to keep going.
Okay.
It's just that's sad to me. Just saying, oh no, not the Tim Burton one, the original one, the Disney one, the '60s one.
Yeah, and it's like nowadays, it's people. That's what they're gonna show their kids first. I mean, if I had kids, I would show them.
It'll be on them. It's
like if I had kids, I would definitely show them the animated film first. I wouldn't acknowledge the Tim Burton one. If they found out about the Tim Burton one, I'd be like, okay, fine, let's watch it. But because do you remember as a kid, like when you'd find out about sequels and stuff, and you'd get all excited, and then your parents would just be like, "Oh, that movie." You remember that? Did you ever have that?
Not exactly.
I remember that like with shoot, what franchise in particular was I all excited that were?
I mean, I remember
Superman. I distinctly remember I was really excited about Superman 3. And my parents were just like, "Oh, yeah." Yeah, that's the one I distinctly... Yeah, it was Superman 3. I was like, I was so excited about that.
I remember I had a really silly moment with Toy Story once.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid, I was really young, mind you, very young. Okay? So, again, I was like religiously brought up with Toy Story. I rewatched the VHS tape when I was a kid, so I had no idea what the VHS tape did, or it's just this magical thing that's put on the movie. But anyway, so after I see Toy Story 2 in theaters, that was my first one of my first theatrical experiences, at least with Toy Story and Pixar.
Yeah, I think I've told the story before, but I actually walked out of Toy Story as a kid during the Sid's room part. I got so freaked out.
Anyway, so after I basically come out, I'm saying I want more Toy Story pretty much, and then I hear my parents mention, we have Toy Story 1. It says, mind you, the film's called Toy Story, obviously. Mm-hmm. And they say Toy Story 1. So as a kid, I'm saying, okay, you got 0, you got 1, you got 2. I was like, oh, there's a missing Toy Story film. Oh, we gotta watch that. And I got bamboozled. I said, no, I've seen this. This isn't 1. This is Toy Story. It's a silly moment, but yeah.
Okay, but BlueDragonFive, you were actually making a good point. You were talking about how how kids are going to grow up with live action Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland instead of animated. Yeah. One of the things that infuriates me is that kids aren't going to know that there was an original Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, Tiki, I'm sure they've completely forgotten by now.
Yeah. Original Pirates of the Caribbean just doesn't exist to this generation.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's going to happen eventually. The way Disney's going about these live-action films, I'm afraid that's going to happen one day.
Yeah, that eventually it's like we'll be like the old generation who remember the anime, and then it's like there'll just be this whole generation ahead of us that just grew up with these shit remakes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, mind you, like when on demand, like I have on demand myself, some other people I imagine do. Mm-hmm. And what's going to be available on demand, first of all, at least advertised, will be the new movies and not the old ones.
Oh.
Like if I go on demand, I go to HBO, like we're not going to see like 60s Alice in Wonderland. No. We're going to get the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, for sure.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It just astounds me. I hear when you told me this, Tiki, it just astounds me when they announce a Dumbo. I was thinking, first of all, I thought you were joking. Is it what?
No, I literally was not joking.
Yeah. So, Tiki, when did you find out about this? Was it?
I found out about it on the daily movie news show I watch called AMC Movie News.
And when was it? Like today or yesterday?
It was announced 2 days ago.
Oh, it was on AMC Movie News today, so that's when I found out about it. So.
Okay.
Well, again, we should have speculated. This is in development, so it's not. We don't have to worry about dodging bullets yet, but it's probably on course, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get a new writer. Maybe they'll replace the writer at some point.
How can we? Well, I'll tell you one thing. The course it's going writing-wise right now is a train wreck, and given there's a train in the movie, it's just when you're telling me it's going to parallel.
There's a train in it.
Yes, given the fact that they're going to do a parallel story with a kid in the movie, it just sickens me to my core. It really does. But then again,
it's probably it's like their reaction to like, oh, like people are going to complain because it's all animals. We gotta have a human character.
The reason there's no human characters, movie executives. You know why? Because it's animated. It's fine the way it is. You don't need a remake and a live action.
Oh god.
You stupid, sad, strange little executives.
Nice. Okay, so gentlemen, I think we've made our point.
If we've learned anything, we've learned making Dumbo in live action is a terrible freaking idea.
What do you guys think about the Sofia Coppola Little Mermaid that's coming out?
Oh, Sophia Coppola. Is she making it or is she starring?
She's directing it.
Oh, she's directing it.
I don't know if I heard of that.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Do you remember anything she's done directing-wise?
She did Lost in Translation.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Anything else?
Okay.
I'm sure she's done other things, but Lost in Translation is her big one.
So they're remaking Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
As long as Kristen Bell is not Ariel, I'm fine.
What's wrong with Kristen
degree.
Bell?
I didn't think it was terrible, but I don't know. I just thought they could have gone with someone better. Like I have said that the idea of Kristen Bell voicing Ariel terrifies me. That is all my opinion.
She's okay. I don't see what I get. I'm sorry. I'm getting the right on you.
You know what movie I actually think would work really well as a live-action remake? If they kind of altered the tone a little bit and altered the genie character, Aladdin. I think Aladdin would be a damn good live-action movie. I really do.
I don't know.
Like I said, all you'd have to do is kind of like, you'd have to alter the genie character, of course. He couldn't be like pop culture jive-talking Robin Williams. But other than that...
Well, I mean, I'm surprised Disney hasn't remade this one yet. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, that'd be a damn good one.
There's only like the original version, and then you got the original version and the colorized version, and then the classic Disney version.
You know, when I was a young, naive Tim Burton fan, I actually wanted Tim Burton to do a Hunchback. I was so naive back then. I was so precious. Oh God.
Well, he has hunchbacks in his movies a lot.
Right. True. And I didn't want him to do a Disney one. I just wanted him to do like a straight up adaptation of the novel. I still want to see that, by the way, because it's like it's one of those things like it's one of those things with Tarzan. You guys haven't read the original Tarzan, have you?
Oh.
It's fucking brutal. It's
oh, I know. Actually, I haven't read it. I haven't read it, but I know about it.
It's brutal and savage and dark as all hell.
Yeah, because Kerchak is actually the murderer of Tarzan's parents in the book.
That's just the start. There's a lot. And
Two Blot is his adoptive father, and Two Blot's actually Keith David in the animated series. It's a bad guy.
Oh God. Yeah, right. And so, like, Tarzan is one of those things where it's like there's never been a proper adaptation. It's always just been like.
Well, hey. The Disney one's pretty good.
The Disney one's good. It's just, it's not hard-edged.
Tarzan's one of my favorites from Disney.
Oh, look, all I'm saying is like, you know, we got the Johnny Weissmuller Tarzan, and that's obviously just like over the top and not related to the novels at fucking all. And then we've got Disney, which I'll definitely give you credit, BlueDragonFive, much closer to the original source material tone-wise, but I still want to see an R-rated Tarzan, and it's never going to happen.
Okay. Have you heard of like this weird CGI 3D Tarzan?
Yes.
Yes, I heard about that. At first I thought Disney was doing it. I was like, oh no, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see it?
No. Oh,
I don't think it's even released in the U.S.
Oh, that's just good marketing.
My theater got the shitty Wizard of Oz movie.
Oh yeah, that.
You know what pisses me off about my movie theater?
Why?
It's got some bullshit fucking like left-wing propaganda political documentary playing, and they're not playing Life Itself.
Yeah, let's just see the propaganda of Donald Duck doing the Nazi Germany
Life Itself is, though, right?
Film. Let's see that happen.
Life Itself is the Roger Ebert documentary.
Oh.
And I'm dying to see that. And my movie theater's not playing it. And so it's like, oh, we need a documentary. We have this awesome Roger Ebert documentary that's getting rave reviews. Or we have this bizarre... You know what other movie? I don't know. It must just be like the political affiliation of the guy who runs the movie theater or something. But we also got that really weird movie that essentially demonized Obama. Do you guys remember that at all?
I don't think so.
Very vaguely.
It was like a documentary that was like, I think it was like around the time of Obama's re-election, and it was like, oh, Obama, America's true evil, or something like that.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. And I'm just like, movie theater? Why the fuck would you even play something like that? Like, why? I guess they just have an agenda of... I guess they just have an audience for that, but I don't know.
Did they have Blackfish?
No, they didn't, no. But,
I'm sorry, did you say blackface or blackfish?
it's like they ignore mainstream documentaries. They ignore mainstream documentaries, and yet they have these bizarre fucking neo-propaganda political documentaries. It's so weird. It's so odd to me. All right, but it's really quickly. My main point with Tarzan is like I feel like with Hunchback, it's one of those things where we got a ton of horror movies, but none of them really fit with the style. But I'd love to see a live action Hunchback that's just like straight from the book, because that book is morbid as all hell. All right, but let's see. Anything else we want to say about the live action Dumbo that hasn't already been said?
Let's see. I don't know what's the last thing to say about it. Is that it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, like I said, just to wrap everything up, it's like...
Well, I guess, is there any glimmer of hope, I guess? Is there any remote glimmer of hope for this? At least to make it not want to make us throw things at the screen.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no unless they get a new writer.
It's probably
With that
the case,
writer
yeah.
attached, I'm just going to say it's going to be crap.
Well, let's see. Is there any direction to tackle this story that could make it good in our eyes?
Ooh,
At least make it worth me paying $8 for.
Okay, honestly, I'd like to see it from the ringleader's point of view. I actually have always been kind of fascinated by the ringleader as a character, because it's like he's around, but he barely has any screen. I'd like to see the whole thing from his point of view. What do you guys think about that?
That sounds
Like,
interesting.
if you need to shoehorn in a fucking human character, why not just develop the human character that's actually already in it?
Yeah.
McFly, hello.
I was talking about this movie with a friend earlier today, and we kind of joked about how, like Maleficent, they need to make one of the good guys just an all-out, flat-out, evil, irredeemable sociopath.
Wait a second. I have an
I think
idea.
we settled on Mrs. Jumbo. Or Timothy, maybe. I'm gonna go with Mrs. Jumbo. And they have the excuse because she beats up a kid.
Talk about fucking with one of the most iconic pieces of Disney animation. That would just zap all the sympathy out of Baby Mine. It would just...
What if, here's an idea. What if Christopher Nolan directed it?
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And what if the mother died?
Then there'd be a lot of anonymous hired gunmen.
And,
I can picture an elephant in Joker makeup.
I was imagining Dumbo's mother dying.
Yeah, they put her to death because of attacking the kid or whatever.
And this is all in a Dumbo flashback, by the way. He awakens and he's on a journey to learn how to fly.
Oh, God.
But no, in all seriousness, here's an idea for you. Feeding
What?
off your idea, Tiki, actually sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What if, again, the only angle I can think of the approach along going through that would be if you, instead of paralleling it with a stupid kid, what you do is you parallel it with a very likable ringmaster. So basically, we sympathize with the ringmaster, saying, okay, this guy, we like this guy. He cares about the animals. He wants to put on a good show. He's a showman. Maybe feed into that strike idea also as a plot point. So clowns are going on strike because he can't pay them
James
enough.
Franco was the ringmaster.
Well, I do like that Oscar and powerful movie.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Anyway, so
James
the point
Franco
is,
was Timothy
No.
as the matriarch.
James Franco as Tommy Wiseau as the ringleader.
I like James Franco. I just don't like James Franco playing James Franco.
I know exactly what. Yeah, he's a great actor when he actually tries.
Oh, he
I know
is.
exactly what you're talking about.
Great.
127 hours is brilliant.
Yeah, I just don't think he's that good as James Franco.
And I think in Oz the Great and Powerful, he was pretty much playing James Franco.
No, I thought he was. I think he was like a little half and half with that. I liked him.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point is, hear me out. So think about it. Okay, so you have your ringmasters, your sympathetic character, and he'd be like, we like this guy. And maybe Bryan Cranston could play this guy if you really want to save it. Point is, you have an old ringmaster who he loves the job. He embraces. He's a great showman. He loves what he does. Unfortunately, circus isn't drawing a crowd these days.
Okay.
So he doesn't have enough money to really split and give any of the clowns or raises or the
So
staff.
it's all about how Dumbo flying saves the circus.
Exactly, and there's your parallel. So Dumbo, he's counted out by everyone in the ringmasters like he's part of a dying breed of showman, if you will, of the circus enterprise. And like the clowns are getting, they're saying, this is done. We should go on. What's the point? This business is dying anyway. Then the little glimmer of hope, like the flying elephant. This elephant can fly. It doesn't fly at first, and flies in the end. Like the faith is rewarded. Yay! Like Dumbo. Yeah, maybe. Dumbo doesn't speak. Obviously, Dumbo doesn't speak. That'd be a smart way to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's like just being witness to incredible things and kind of how your faith can be rewarded if you kind of believe in a dream. Maybe you have that Dumbo parallel that with the silent story going on with Dumbo.
Yeah.
Disney,
I just thought of something.
if you're listening, take notes. Just take notes.
I mean, think about it. Disney has done these films, these documentary films, whether as crappy as they may be, the nature films. I mean, they've done it with silent animals before. Maybe if you kind of did that angle with, like, you do the thing Disney has not done with the talking animals. Maybe what if it was all silent with the Dumbo animals? Yet the ringmaster is our perspective on that.
That would be really interesting. I'd actually be really down for that.
Yeah. I mean, there's that great film, The Artist, that one.
Right.
I can't fully judge it because I haven't seen it all the way through. I have seen a lot of parts of it though. But it seems really good. But still, it's a silent movie that conveyed a story. You got those Disney documentaries that convey it with all animals. So there's potential there, but I don't think they're going to do it. Also, you get a really good writer.
Which obviously we do not have.
So that's like the very slim glimmer, like 1,000,000 to 1 shot glimmer of hope in my eyes. So you guys got anything else?
Okay, something I just thought of. So this movie they appear to be working on, when will it take place?
Oh, Jesus
I'm saying
Christ.
period piece. It's got to be a period piece.
You would think so,
So,
but
like-
they'll probably set it in the modern day. Just for no reason. Just like, circuses aren't popular anymore.
Because they want to see Paul Giamatti as Timothy on a cell phone yelling at somebody.
Yeah, exactly. That's what just because kids today just like they will freak the fuck out if they don't see cell phones everywhere in movies. Sad but true. But yeah. All right, so anything else, gentlemen?
I don't know.
No? All right. Well,
I think it's about it.
I guess the only thing to say is, like I said, it's like in times like this, it's like all we can do, literally all we can do, is just laugh at the stupidity. There's nothing else to do because at this point it's just like I'm not even bothered by it. I am literally not even bothered by it because it's just so stupid and so funny that it's actually happening. That it's just transcended the line between being bothered to it to just like, oh my god, let's see how this train wreck unfolds.
Actually, I have one last statement to make. I think kind of sums everything up.
All right, sure.
I've seen a lot of things, gentlemen, but I haven't seen. Actually, I have seen an elephant fly, but not in live action.
Oh god. So yes, that'll be a treat. All
I've
right.
seen them fly in Disney parks, so
Wait, they had rods coming out of them.
And they were
they
originally
are
going to
flying.
And on that note, have a good night, everyone.